Now, activists also took to the streets here in Milwaukee this afternoon, chanting for justice for Tyre Nichols. CBS 58's Frank Healy was there and has the story.
More than 50 people from various activist organizations, along with family members of local victims of police brutality, marched from North Water and State to the Milwaukee Police Administration Building. They say they're calling for justice for Tyre, but also transparency and community control in local policing.
It's a national day of action in solidarity with Tyre Nichols, his loved ones, his family, and all victims of police crimes.
The outreach chair for the Milwaukee Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression, Alan Chavoya, says starting the march where they did in Milwaukee was significant.
I mean, we're standing here in Dontre Hamilton Park, a name that should resonate with all Milwaukee citizens.
The 31-year-old with a history of mental illness killed by Milwaukee police. The officer who killed him was fired but not charged. Many protesters today, like Carly Klein with Reproductive Justice Action Milwaukee, say what happened to Tyre is the latest example of the continuing issue of police brutality. Klein says in her work, she's been trained in de-escalation.
And watching that video, I saw so many different ways that the police could have intervened without that type of brutality, and quite frankly, it's disgusting.
Protesters chanted the names of many recent victims of police brutality. And stood in solidarity with protesters in Atlanta, currently fighting the construction of a $90 million police training facility that will resemble a city. They say it will be used to practice more occupational oppression on Americans.
No longer should people in Atlanta accept the building of military bases for police. No longer should we in Milwaukee accept people dying in the dungeon that is MSDF.
Brianna Green, sister of 21-year-old Breon Green, who died in the Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility, spoke.
It's been 7 months, and we still have no answers, no transparency, nor seen the whole video of what happened to Breon Green.
Chavoya says while charges have been brought to 5 of the officers involved in the killing of Tyre Nichols, more charges should be brought, and quickly, something he says Milwaukee police don't do.
This is showing us it can be done, and it should be the standard. And so we've been demanding that the Fire and Police Commission create a policy that requires the names of officers involved in cases of misconduct to be released in 24 hours, and all footage related to those cases of misconduct to be released within 48 hours of an incident.
He says they've already had discussions with the Fire and Police Commission about the topic and are hoping demonstrations like this one advance their goals.
As no one should have to wait so long to see what happened to their loved one that night.
Police say Breon Green killed himself while in custody last July. His family disagrees. In the newsroom, Frank Healy, CBS 58 News.